Okay, so welcome to the plan reading class. We are all here because we're going to take the ICC examination for Masonry Special Inspectors. So, if we continue to your plans, what type of plan sheets do we have? What are they called? What are the different types?
Structural.
Okay, you have structural sheets. And in the structural sheets, you'll have foundation plans. What kind of information do we find in foundation plans?
Width, the width of the foundation, the depth, type of steel, reinforced steel that's gonna go in, spacing,
Very good.
all the requirements.
A lot of dimensions, you get exact locations as to where different things are taking place. What kind of information do we find on general notes?
Reinforcement, concrete, masonry, everything that's gonna be on there.
Yes.
ASTM standard, all the above.
Excellent, good. If you go to an elevation shot, what kind of information are you looking for in an elevation plan?
Listing the windows, doors, roof, ground elevations.
Good. How's that different from a sectional? When you're looking at a section, how does a section give you more information than you would have on an elevation?
Specific to the location.
Very good. It's important for us to think about what sheets we have in a set of plans and what's on it. Because when you read your question, the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what kind of question is this? What are they asking me? Where am I going to find that information? Otherwise, we've all done it, it's the panic, where you just start flipping pages back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're looking at the answer right in front of you, but you can't find it. Okay? So you have to slow down and ask yourself these questions. So if we start here with the search pattern that you've been learning, ask yourself, is the question, does it provide you with a specified location? Or if it doesn't provide you with a specified location? Or is the question asking for a numerical answer? That's going to make a huge difference as to where you start. Because where you start is going to make all the difference in how fast you find your answer. Now, they won't tell you this, but there are easy clues that they weave into most of the questions. Let's go to the next slide. We start with no specified location. The place you're going to find most of those answers are where?
General notes.
General notes. Typical details. Each specified location, where's the first place you're going to go?
To that location.
To that location. So you have to ask yourself, what are they asking me? Are they asking me about something at the second floor? Is it the roof? Is it the foundation? That's what's going to help you. It's going to slow you down from flipping those pages. I think we have another numerical questions. Where do we find numerical questions? Click. Typical schedules, right? We've seen the schedules. They give you lap splices, embedments. And when you're looking at schedules, one of the things you want to keep in mind is what they try to do is throw in little notes, exclusions, and that is often where your answer is. So you look on the schedule, you go, there's my answer. And if you don't look at that little note at the bottom, that's the real answer. That's what they're looking for. So always look for notes, something a little different, and that's going to help you. General notes, typical details, is where you're going to find most of your numerical questions. Next. Okay, type of question. How many columns are in wall C between line 6 and 9 on the second floor? What type of question is this? That's by location. Okay. Next slide. Okay. What do you want to remember to do? Yes, because when you go to that specified location, if the answer isn't at the specified location, what usually happens?
You get referred somewhere else.
You get referred somewhere else. So you want to write down whatever detail or section that you go to find your answer. And as you've already experienced, sometimes you go to 5 different pages before you get the exact information you're looking for. If you don't track it, you're not going to remember. And sometimes you can go back a couple and see where you went off track. and you can quickly locate the answer that you need. Okay, any questions with that?
So on the actual test yourself, it's good to keep track of it on a scratch paper?
Absolutely. What's the value of learning the search method? We are here because we want to pass the ICC exam the first time, okay? So ICC equals special inspector. You go to a city, you want to be a deputy inspector, you're going to have to take another test. Because what does the code say? You have to prove your competency to the building official, okay? So if they have anything to do with plans on your test at the city, this is the method you're going to use there. And then in the real world, when you're out in that field and there's that dirt covering the footing and you got the rebar sitting up there and you're thinking, okay, what are we supposed to do next? You ask yourself, what's the question? Where am I going to find it on the plans? And that's going to help you. So this all comes together. If we click the slide, ICC test, next, deputy oral exam, and then the real world right on the job site. That's what this is all about. So follow the search method, that Mr. Figgin is teaching you. And if we go to the next slide, every one of you guys is going to have one of these certificates with your name on it. That's what it's all about. I did it the first time. You're going to do it the first time as well. Any questions? Okay, that will conclude our class.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.